The starting line. At power forward, Dario Saric. At shooting, J.J. Redick. At the other forward position, Robert Covington. Starting at small forward.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA will join us tonight on the sideline. It's a Grizzlies home game. The fans around us amped up here in the FedEx Forum. Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Redick and Covington make up the perimeter. Charge is out there with Embiid, and it's Simmons in at the 1. Here's Conley, second chance shot. It's hauled in by the 76ers. And Joel Embiid, from the time he started playing basketball in Cameroon through the University of Kansas, Clark, he began patterning his game after Hakeem Olajuwon.
Well, it sounds like he's a visual learner because he got a DVD of Hakeem and said he watched it almost daily. Their stories are similar. Both started playing hoops relatively late. Both are from Africa. And you watch the gracefulness of Embiid's moves inside. Easy to see the influence of Olajuwon.
Philadelphia with the ball. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do to prevent Simmons from creating space. I mean, it's quite honestly what he does best in pick-and-roll situations.
Now here is Conley. Inside. Green passes to Conley. Green with a screen on Covington. Conley with a wide-open look. Buries it from three-point range.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Covington wide open. He fires. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Covington's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Gasol, a screen on Covington. Here's Conley. Sinks that one from the post. Conley's got 5 points so far.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Covington against Conley. Right side Gasol. Embiid with the steal. Here's Simmons. And he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
Right now, Simmons is a question with no answer. A tenacious scorer who finishes with muscle through contact.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And Ben Simmons has what I think is elite defensive potential. quick feet, quick hands, good size, good IQ, and he's a terrific rebounder.
Now here's Gasol. Outside Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The 15-footer misses off the left iron.
Not surprising he missed that one, though, Kevin. I mean, the defense was very aggressive on him there.
And defensive versatility so important nowadays. Simmons' combination of size and mobility enables him to defend multiple positions.
And, you know, Kevin, I think he can be an outstanding defensive player, even though his effort was questioned while he was at LSU. He still came up with blocks and steals, and I think he's got a good basketball IQ, and if he makes a commitment at that end of the floor, I think he could be better than average there.
Ben Simmons.
The Grizzlies trail by 5. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Brooks dishes to Gasol, trying his luck deep. Unable to get that one. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
Got to be more careful. Can't pick up 2 fouls this early on. You just can't.
That's his second personal foul.
Outside, Simmons. Embiid the screen. And again, it's Ben Simmons. Simmons got 9.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Embiid. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Outside, Redick launches it. Shot clock at 5. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And for Joel Embiid, some real tough times to start his NBA career. Greg sidelined, as we know, for the first 2 seasons with injuries. And just when he got going in season 3, he was dealt a knee injury.
Yeah, it has not been easy. And remember, Joel Embiid is so competitive. They came to the game late, but fell for it hard. And this is what he lives for, to be out on the court helping his team compete.
You got to appreciate the skill set of Evans. I mean, Tyreke Evans can play a few different spots for you, and he's got nice handles for a guy his size.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here's Evans outside. And again, Memphis no good. Philadelphia with the ball. They're on a 16-6 run. Sharks, that's good.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And I tell you what, Greg, they've worked hard for this lead. Their play calling has been superb, and the execution even better.
Here's Parsons after the basket by Dario Saric. Evans kicks to McLemore. Simmons against Evans. Good D by Embiid.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And Simmons kicks to Embiid. It's rebounded by Memphis. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Fultz with the ball. Now the feed to Booker. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Memphis called for the foul.
And I like whenever Booker gets to the line, Kevin. Aggressive whenever the defense is around him, earns those trips to the stripe.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. It'll count. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And J.J. Redick, a focal point in his tenure with the...
I think I'll forever be associated.
There's no doubt that he is Mr. Duke, J.J. Redick, and it's hard to argue with that school's incredible success, Greg, whether you like him or not. And I know you've had a first-hand view of Duke a couple times.
And listen, I have the utmost respect for J.J. and Coach K and what they've done there. And listen, you could be known for a lot worse things in your life and haven't gone to a lot worse places. But I think for him, it's not about where he's been, Kevin. I think it's about where he's going and what's going to be the next chapter in his career.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. Guys, 76ers pretty much in control here, it would seem.
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, I like it too. They're doing a great job working the ball around, staying aggressive, and capitalizing too.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, McConnell and Fultz, the playmaking pair in the backcourt. Booker out there with Anderson. And it's Holmes in at the 5. And here are the 76ers now. You always say it, Clark, so much of the game is played inside your mind, between the ears, in your head. Which players jump out to you as being some of the smartest players on the floor?
Kevin, there are so many guys that fall into that category. LeBron James is at the top of the list for me because of how he impacts the game in so many ways at both ends of the floor, and his size and athleticism make him unique. Chris Paul, another guy who has great awareness on the court.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Outside for Redick. Dishes it to Embiid. And Wright pulls it down. The Grizzlies trail by 14. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Evans and Embiid with the block.
Solid read from Embiid there. Terrific at anticipating when that shot is coming.
And Tyreke Evans is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Simmons passes to Embiid. Changes up, and he lays it up and in. Embiid's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Now here's Simmons. He's got 9. It's stolen by McLemore. Now the dish to Evans. In the corner, it's McLemore. And there's the defensive 3-second call. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage. 79.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group, and Philadelphia calls time here. And for the Sixers, a lot of missed rookie seasons over the years. First Nerlens Noel, then Joel Embiid, now Ben Simmons.
Yeah, but in many cases, I think they drafted them knowing they might be out of commission for a while. Still, I think the Philly fans probably hope not to hear the phrase foot fracture for a long time. Hopefully, they can keep everybody healthy and get this thing moving forward.
Here's Fultz. The kick out to Anderson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Harrison. Brooks dishes to Conley. Another miss by Conley.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
The 76ers leading by 10. Anderson the screen. And Booker kicks to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through him, and that's not legal.
Conley for three, and that's basket number 4. He's taken 9 shots to this point.
But the defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
And Booker kicks to Fultz. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Fultz has got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now here's Conley. He's got 11. Another miss by Conley. And Anderson kicks to McConnell. Pass to Holmes. Feeds it to Fultz. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's McConnell. Off target from three-point range. The Grizzlies trail by 11. Harrison passes to Green. Right side, Conley. Back to Green. Gasol on the high post. Now the pass to Green. Clock is at 3. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation.
76ers ball.
Timeout called the 76ers. And Clark, when you look around the league today, is there a player that you watch and think, hey, yeah, that reminds me of how I used to play?
There are a number of guys that come to mind a little bit. Tobias Harris is an outstanding player, terrific young player and young man. Has a game similar to mine in that he's really versatile, does a lot of things well, not super flashy, but very productive. He comes to mind right off the top of my head currently.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Gasol, a screen on Covington. There's a good screen. Conley, nice teamwork to set up the pick play and make the space for the J.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Simmons against Brooks. Redick with the 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Redick's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Conley against Covington. And counted, and a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And, you know, Gasol is really superb at scoring over the defense inside. Now, it's not just his height and length, but I think it's his girth, too. He knows how to use every part of his body in close.
Now here's Simmons. 9 points in the game so far. Here's Embiid, and Gasol sends it back.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, nice, strong finish there. Nearly a 3-point opportunity.
Full throttle, pedal to the metal, attacking basketball. I like that.
And the second free throw, good.
And Mike Conley, the fellow Buckeye, is about as reliable as it gets in running his team and doing everything you want a point guard to do. A crafty defender. He also has really elevated his game offensively.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Floats one. That one goes in. Conley's got 16 points.
You know, when Conley's scoring like this, I think they are a better team. I mean, the passing is great, but fill it up, Mike. I'm loving this.
And so it's Philadelphia. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. And now let's catch up with
Kevin, thanks. Coach.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We're going to break down all the action from the first half. Philadelphia finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They lead by 11. And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
The area where they impressed me the most has been on the boards. When the shot's gone up, everybody goes for it.
That about wraps.
Welcome back, folks. Pleased to have you with us tonight again here at the FedEx Forum in downtown Memphis, Tennessee. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not. The 76ers leading by 11. In the post, it's Green and Gasol together. Conley out there with Harrison, and it's Brooks in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies.
Man, nice perimeter shooting by Robert Covington. Just has such a really aesthetically pleasing release on those long ball attempts.
He dishes it to Embiid from deep. And Šarić kicks to Redick. Simmons on the wing. Covington in the corner. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here.
So close to getting the steal there, but the deflection equally as effective.
Yeah, refusing to give up anything easy. Solid defense, and I like that attitude.
Just 4 to shoot. And that one's good. Simmons.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And stolen by Simmons. The shot that time, not on target. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
And Ben Simmons, who was the first pick in 2016 out of LSU, probably the most heralded player to come out of that school since the great Shaquille O'Neal. And I tell you what, Simmons has drawn some comparisons to some other greats, most notably LeBron James and Magic Johnson.
You know, that's not how you distribute the ball. Needs to be more focused when making passes like that.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Right side, Conley. Off the mark from 16 feet out. And Greg, the Sixers want to ease him into it, but they see Ben Simmons not just as a point forward, but a point guard as well.
And he's got all the ability. Think about this. The Sixers haven't had a player 6'10 or taller average over 3 assists since Wilt Chamberlain back in 1967. The second they drafted Simmons, you knew that would change.
Nice work there coming off the screen. 19 points for Mike Conley.
And the spacing that Conley provides from long range really has become crucial to this offense.
Simmons dishes to Covington. Embiid inside, working on Gasol. Embiid, no good.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
And, you know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Green, the pass to Conley. Plays it up and banks it in. Conley's got 21.
You can't say enough about his individual performance. I don't think you can overstate it. I mean, even if the all-around team effort's been lacking, this guy's been on top of things.
And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Brooks has got the ball. Conley kicks to Harrison. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
He's known as more steady than flashy, but that was a sensational pass by Conley. He can get fancy when he needs to.
And the 76ers call time here. Clark, a lot of former players had a specific instance when they knew they were special, the way they played the game of basketball. Did you ever have a moment like that where you realized that you could make it as a player?
Yeah, there was a time when that became more realistic to me, Kevin. And I grew up in Cleveland, and during the summers, a lot of the Cleveland Cavaliers would stay in the area and play pickup basketball to stay in shape. And I got a chance to bump heads with a lot of those guys, Jim Jones and the late Terry Furlow, Austin Carr, Bingo Smith, Mike Mitchell. And I was only 15, 16 years old. And while those guys were going at half speed, it gave me the encouragement that I might be able to get to where they were if I continued to work hard and stay healthy. So at 15 or 16, during one of those summers, I began to realize that I might have a chance to realize the dream of being an NBA. Parsons dishes to Evans.
Back to Parsons. In the corner, it's McLemore. 6 to shoot. Here's Evans. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Evans has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And if there's a path to the hoop, you can bet Evans is going to try and find it. He stays in constant motion, looking to get to the basket and finish at the rim.
Anderson outside. McConnell passes to Booker. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. The 76ers need to get off a shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Evans. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons. And 11 points for Tyreke Evans.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Timeout called the 76ers. And Brett Brown, such a great fit in Philadelphia. He loves the town, loves the game, loves to coach. He says about the town, Clark, it reminds him of his hometown.
Well, that's nice to hear because he does embody a lot of the grit that you come to know and expect from Philadelphians. I mean, it reminds him of where he's from. He's faced the media through tough times. He's always candid and forthright. And he's coaching with a long lens, as he put it, building towards something great. And, man, I tell you, that passion and enthusiasm just oozes out of him, which is pretty cool to see.
First team foul.
We've got 1:08 left in the 3rd. Wright sets a screen. Evans kicks to McLemore. Evans goes in. The kick out to Wright. Outside Martin. Just 5 on the clock. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. It's going to be on Saric. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the 76ers.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And, guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
Outside, Redick from deep three-point range. Grizzlies with the rebound. Evans dishes to Parsons. Right, the pass to McLemore. Hands the shot with nobody near him. McLemore's got his first points of the night. There's 21 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Pass to Embiid. He kicks to Covington. Redick is in the corner. It's tipped outside Simmons. And Embiid throws it down.
Boy, what's most impressive about Simmons is how he finds the open man so consistently. The vision, the unselfishness. That's what you want to see out of him.
For Memphis, they have shot 8 of 10 from the line. That's an even 80% free throw shooting here.
Shooting for Memphis, Tyreke Evans.
And both free throws good for Tyreke Evans.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Redick with the 3. Got it off in time, but it's no good. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. 76ers ahead. They lead by 7. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. Welcome back. 4th quarter action starting up. The Grizzlies trail by 7, so on the floor for Philadelphia. Redick and Covington make up the perimeter. Joel Embiid out there with Saric. And it's Simmons in at the point guard. Conley kicks to Harrison. Outside Conley. Brooks outside. Lock at 6. The putback. And it's rebounded by Covington. The 76ers leading by 7. And it's Simmons penetrating. Embiid tries again, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Memphis called for the foul. The free throw drops for Embiid.
You know, you got to love watching Embiid play the game because he has such great passion and really a drive to be great.
He's off on the 2nd. Conley against Covington. Outside Conley. He feeds it to Gasol. Fires for three. That's good. The Philadelphia lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Conley.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
And their lasers are starting to do their thing. I mean, that's going to be the ticket for them the rest of the way.
Kicks to Simmons. Embiid is at the elbow. Again, Embiid missing. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Gasol is screen. Here's Brooks, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. That's on Ben Simmons, and that one falls for Brooks.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Brooks on the double team. Left side, Saric. Pass to Redick for 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Gasol's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
And I love how his teammates have stepped up for him. He's struggling, but they're ramping it up and getting it done this quarter.
Passes to Harrison. Memphis needs to get off a shot here and finish off by Gasol.
Yeah, and it doesn't take much elevation for Gasol to throw one down, of course, unless somebody's standing right in his way. That dunk is going to be easy money for him.
Brooks against Simmons. Back to Covington. Jacks up a 3. Grizzlies with the rebound. Gasol's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Green with a screen on Redick. Harrison gets to Conley to take the lead, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. And the 76ers call time here. You look at Michael Conley, what a contribution.
He can't miss from deep. The defense has to regroup here, and I think they've got to change things up because he's locked in from behind the arc.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group, and the 76ers also making a change. Booker's checked in. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brett Brown said to his team. He told them, hey, this game is there for you, but we got to go get it. 50-50 balls, getting to the basket. We have to give it all right now, Kevin.
And it's blocked, and they're able to recover. Simmons against Evans. The feed now to Wright. Back to Evans. From deep. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got rebound number 10 tonight with that last one. And it's Wright sending it back. They retain possession. For 3, Covington. Grizzlies with the rebound. Here's Evans. Martin dishes to Wright. Feeds it to Evans. Wright sets a screen for Evans. They double him with Simmons. 3-pointer, and that's good. And McLemore for 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
And you've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Extremely impressive was the rally they made. I mean, we'll see how much their comeback might have taken out of them, and we'll see if they can keep that foot on the pedal now.
And Booker kicks to Embiid. Now running it up the court. Martin pushing it up. Dishes it to Evans. Martin with a screen on Simmons. Evans against Simmons. And Parsons kicks to McLemore. 1:29 left here in the fourth quarter. The dish to Wright, and the rejection by Embiid. 3-on-3. Redick for 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Simmons got assist number 8 now on the night. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're behind by 1. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter. We've got a moment for our Jordan player of the game, Joel Embiid.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Embiid. Fultz comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Simmons.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
First free throw is good, and that ties the game up. Grizzlies making a switch here. Parsons is checked in. And so making both free throws. That'll give them the lead here.
And that's big there. Once he got the opportunity to get to the line and take the lead, you have got to convert.
McConnell kicks to Booker. Here's Fultz. Count it!
Wow, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
Holmes with the steal. And the 76ers call time here. They're ahead by 1. There's 53 seconds left in the game. Evans, he's checked in for Memphis. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Saric comes in for Trevor Booker. J.J. Redick's checked in for Fultz. And Simmons subbed in for T.J. McConnell.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
But they'll get another chance. And Tyreke Evans is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And stolen by Parsons.
And that steal could not have been more important, guys. They had to make a play right then, right there.
And Covington is someone who definitely has the clutch DNA. I mean, he welcomes the chance to take these important shots.
Free throw drops for Covington.
And really a great job to maintain his composure. How about the body control there? Now he gets the and one and turns this into a two-possession game. And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
You're exactly right, Greg. That's certainly in his range. Forget about the miss and get ready for the next one.
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
So Philadelphia wins it. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for being with us.
right one. I'm gonna quickly do this. I need not explain this. A plus is famous, so get that.
You